Hey everyone, how's it going? Solomon Christ here with another video. Once again, this one is for one of our sponsors. This is for Insta360. They are our camera and now also one of our new microphone sponsors as well. This here is an AI microphone. That's right. On an AI channel, I'm exploring some of the latest stuff when it comes to AI and automation, of course N8N, and some of the latest gear. This one here is a cool AI microphone from Insta360. So we're going to be reviewing that on this episode today. That is so cool.
Coming up next.
Wow. So let's dive right in. Da-da-da-da. There we go. Look at this thing. Amazing. All right. Let's take this out. This is the speaker here. Ooh, that's a tight box there. All right. Wow. This is like, you could feel this thing. Whoa. You could really feel this. A few documents here. We got a quick start guide. All right. So we're going to keep that up there. And then we've got a box for, I guess, power and accessories. Let's actually go inside of that there. Take a look what we got. Ooh. Okay. You get a nice little holder here. Let me just move this out of the way so you can actually see some of the stuff here. So we got a nice little pouch holder here. That's pretty cool. Look at that. So that holds the speaker. So we got some safety guidelines. All right, there we go. What else do we got? We've got the warranty card. All right, perfect. There we go. All right, you got a USB-C power cable here. All right, so this is the InstaWave 360 USB dongle here, it says. Okay, and we've got here, this here is a USB, and there you go. That's the unboxing of the Insta360 Wave. So now on the speaker here, at the very bottom is like a suction cup. It's really interesting how powerful it is there. On the sides here, you can see here, these are not actually to be touched, so don't be like, touching any of those. The power button is right here on the back, so we're actually going to do that there, and as you can see, it's actually got the USB-C power there. So we're going to actually set this up here. I'm going to just put this down. I'm going to press and hold this button here. There we go. You can see it's turned on. Look at that. Look at that. That is so cool. Wow. That is so cool. That was so cool how it just kind of like floated up, right? Really, really nice. When a product does that and it really, gets you excited about something cool like that, I think it's genius, and it's, great thing for Insta360 team. Thank you for that. That was a great experience there. First time user experience, huge, right? Really loved it. They've got a full screen built in here, so there's a lot of things that we can actually do. As you can see, the design aesthetics, Wave's got a floating design, so it's more than just looks. It actually, blends the technology with the aesthetics, kind of breaking away from the, cold black disc sort of traditional office gear, right? You've got a premium audio quality here with 3D sort of like effect here. 8 mics inside of this array here, and Wave captures voices clearly up to 16 feet away. It offers 5 different precision engineered pickup patterns. So Omni, Cardioid, Super Cardioid, Cardioid, a figure 8, and stereo. And the AI powered, algorithm that's on this thing here, it actually, eliminates up to 300 different types of environmental sounds. It's got AI, AEC, and AGC for balanced, echo-free voice levels, and an AI de-reverb. So it'll deliver full, natural, crystal clear sound. The nice thing is that this thing has 32 gigabytes of built-in storage and up to 35 hours of MP3 audio. So whether you're online or offline, the Insta360 Wave captures every detail at 48 kilohertz, and it's capable of integrating with multiple conferencing platforms and even software. And of course, for the AI side of things, the AI meeting assistant summarizes notes, tags action items, and even answers follow-up questions. So it's really nice to actually walk in and be like, oh, what is that? And now you've got a conversation starter. Very, very powerful. Really, really nice. So some of the things about, whenever you're recording or doing any form of audio, some of the things that usually come up with other microphones and speakers is you can't hear clearly during meetings, so voices get lost in the mix. Too much background noise, right? That makes it hard to focus. And the sound changing whenever someone sits further away, So when it comes to the Wave actually captures voices as if they were right next to the speaker. And so that's huge, right? Even in large meeting rooms, if people are sitting a little bit further away, in fact, it goes up to 16 feet out, which is really, really nice. And the pro grade, 48 kilohertz sampling rate really ensures that every detail is preserved. So like right now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to connect up this actual mic here so you can actually hear the actual Wave in action. All right. So here we go. I'm going to swap the mic and you can actually hear the difference. So now I'm actually connected to the Insta360 Wave. If you can hear this, and I'm just talking like a normal person, just like normal talking right now. And this is, this wave here, this device is the one that's actually capturing all the audio. So I'm going to move away even further. And this is me now on the very, very back here. I'm actually pretty far. I'm actually going to try and go. I'm going to sit in this other chair. I got another chair here. All right. So I'm actually all the way back here. I don't even know if you guys can see me, right? I'm back here. Hey, how's it going? Right. I'm pretty far from this thing. And as you can see, even though I'm just talking far away, and it's kind of picking me up still pretty good. I mean, I'm checking the volume levels from this side here, and it's picking me up. I think that's pretty wild that it could actually do that. It's actually picking me up as if I'm right next to the microphone, and I don't have to be that close. And that's wild. That is really, really wild. I can't actually do that with other mics. So I'm actually going to show you what I mean here. I'm going to swap the other mic so you can actually hear now. So the mic that's on the table here, all right, versus the Insta360 Wave. Here I am right now, and this is my voice from this other microphone here, okay? So as you can see, the microphone that's on the table right now, that's the actual volume level, all right? So now let me show you here, the Insta360 is even further than that microphone, okay? There we go. Now this is the Insta360 Wave, and I'm in the same spot. I haven't moved. You can hear the difference and how it's picking it up. That is incredible, okay? Completely incredible. I just want you guys to know that. Like, you can actually see the difference in quality. Very exciting, okay? Very, very exciting that we could actually do that. So you can imagine people sitting around a table and being further away, the Wave can actually pick that up. Completely incredible. That's why I love this AI stuff. I'm telling you, AI is the future. It really is. All right. So now another thing is, of course, going back to the AI features, right? AI noise reduction. Okay. So now when you're thinking about, meetings and, you might hear like constant typing in the background, like over here, AI noise reduction will remove that. All right. And it'll allow it to kind of like blend. So we're going to test that out here. I'm actually going to do that little demo right now so you can actually see that. Okay. So I got some background noise for sure. I've got a fan running there. I've got like some outside, if you can hear the background in the outside there as well. And then of course, you got the typing, and I'm talking right now. This is all from this little desktop microphone that I've got here, not the Wave yet. Okay. I'm going to show you the difference now when I swap the two. Okay. So here we go. So this is right now what you're hearing. Here we go. Insta360 Wave. I've got a plane in the background. I'm literally going to move all the way over here now. And there's planes in the background moving. There's a fan. I could be typing a little bit here, just like that. And I'm just using my regular indoor voice, nothing crazy. And this gives you an idea of how the AI functionality of the Wave is just, so incredible. This is the future. This is how AI is being used in, physical products today. And Insta360 is doing incredible with this. The fact that it's doing this is like so wild. So wild. All right. So now you're hearing everything from this mic. You're hearing the stuff in the background. You're probably going to hear some planes in the background as well. So now we're going to go over another feature and functionality. I mean, this is the thing that's right in your face, literally on this speaker. As you can see, this big button called record. Now you will never have to worry about forgetting to hit that record button. All right. If you need to play back, but only need one platform recorded, or if you miss details because you zoned out, I mean, that happens, right? Wave actually has a built-in 32 gigabyte memory that can hold up to 1,000 hours worth of MP3 audio. So it lets you, even access that recording across different forms of, meeting tools such as Zoom, Teams, Google Meet, and more. And you can even upload to the cloud or even save locally. So now, who has time to listen to 2-hour meetings? Of course not, right? We want AI transcription. I mean, that's the latest stuff, is being able to transcribe everything that you're saying inside of these meetings. So many people will use other tools such as Otter AI or some other tools that they put into different, voice chats or video calls. So the nice thing is Wave actually has a service for that as well. And it comes from their website, Insta360 Insight. So we have to actually go on the web and actually, set that up. So we're going to do that right now. So you have to set up an account for Insta360's Insight. And what you're going to do is you're going to choose your location. You're going to choose a language. I'll choose United States English. And then after that, you're going to hit the agree button and you're going to click on open Insta360 Wave Controller. And then you should have access to this portal here. And this is where you're going to be able to, get all of your recordings, all of your, transcriptions and so on. So Wave's audio system, it ensures over 95% transcription accuracy. All right, so that's huge. It's also got voice print recognition, so it auto detects different speakers and even remembers their names in the future for future meetings. All right, so now to set up the actual AI features now, after you've already set up the account, what you're going to do is you're going to go inside of the Insta360 Wave here. You're going to hit the down arrow there. You're going to select the settings button there. And then you're going to select the AI features button there, just like that. And then from there, you're going to hit the left button there to actually turn on and make sure that this is on. Just click on that there. That's off. Click on it again. It's on. And so now you've got the auto summary AI feature built in, ready to go for all your future meetings. All right, so let's go ahead and test this out. I'm going to hit record here. All right, and I'm just going to be reading off the box here. The Insta360 is a 16-foot voice pickup microphone. It's got a 3D 8-mic array, crystal clear audio, adaptive beamforming. All right, so now that's done. Let's go ahead and see what we actually got. All right, so as you can see here, this is the actual AI generated meeting notes here. So if I actually click on this here, you can see a summary of what I actually discussed. So it's pretty neat that it actually did that. Another really cool thing that it actually has is, if you see here, I'm actually going to reduce this down here so you can see this. After I actually ask for the summary, it's got a QR code. I could take my phone, and you can imagine, you're sitting around with several people inside of a meeting, and you say, okay, guys, you want to see the transcription? Just take your phone and take the QR code. So I'm actually going to do that right now. And as you can see, it's actually loading the entire transcription here. This is my phone here. It's got the entire transcription there. So you can imagine now someone sitting down, with you for a meeting. And at the end of a meeting, you could say, all right, here, you guys can get the meeting notes as well. And it's done in like seconds, literally, ready to go. And everyone can just take out their phone and just scan that. So now sometimes we just don't have time to actually go through even all the notes, especially if it's been like a 2-hour meeting and maybe there's like pages and pages and pages of notes. So right here at the bottom, you're going to see something called AI Assistant. So I can actually click on that, and that AI Assistant has all this information. This is great if you've got a very long, meeting, and, maybe it's like a massive set of notes, and you just don't have time to actually find information. You could type things inside of here like, how far can the mic reach, right? Then put a question mark. So now the AI mode inside of here can actually answer that. And it says here the 360 microphone has a 16-foot range. So really cool. And I can even change the different models of LLM that I'm using to actually, interact with all the notes here. So remember I was talking about the Insta360 Link 2 camera right here. This is the one. This can actually connect to the Insta360 Wave speaker. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So first, let's actually, power down the device. It's probably best to do that. And then at the top here, you're going to see that you've got the dongle. If you put that in, you can actually take that out. Let's move that away. The next thing is, this is removable. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's just remove that. Okay, as you can see, this comes right off. Okay, now at the top of this here are, a whole bunch of pins and settings here. So basically what you want to do is you want to see your Insta360 Link 2 camera right here. All right, and you just want to match everything up. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so now the camera is actually connected here. So let's go ahead and let's turn the speaker on. All right, now as you can see, it connected up everything here. If you did it all correct, the Link 2 camera should actually be connected and working. It's actually off right now. So now if you're starting a Zoom call, you can actually see it's actually using the camera here. Hopefully you could pick that up. Let me just actually move this over. So you can actually see the Insta360 is there. I'm on a Zoom call. I'm just going to hit start here. And you can see the camera is looking at me. All right, so it's really neat that it can actually do that. So the Insta360 is now just following me around as I move right from this actual device here. So if I'm actually, on a Zoom call, this is great. I can actually speak using the Insta360 mics. So I'm actually going to show you that now. I'm going to swap the mic out here. All right, so now you're hearing this through the Insta360 microphone. I'm going to just move back here. So this is the Insta360 mic, and, it's really cool that I can actually do this. I'm saying hello, and I've got the camera here. Which is pretty neat. So I can actually have a full out meeting with the Insta360 and the Link 2. I can, attach the camera there, and imagine that live meeting and you can have several speakers, and whoever's speaking, the camera will automatically turn. That is some incredible AI stuff. I got three different cameras going here, but it just shows you the power of how this all works. So imagine in a live Zoom call, you can actually do this. And at the end of it, you can actually get a full transcription done. I mean, there's just so much that you can actually do with the Insta360 Wave. Incredible AI speaker. So there you have it, the Insta360 Wave. It's an incredible device, an AI powered device. Definitely something that should be on your wish list, whether you are, using it for work, for office, going into meetings, or even if you're a YouTuber or a content creator, this is a great thing to have, always taking it with you. It's going to be an incredible added tool to your entire tool set. So go ahead, click on the links below. One is for Amazon. The other one is for Insta360. Both are affiliate links. Thank you so much for your support, and keep on learning, keep on mastering AI. It changes every day, and you got to keep on studying, all right? So keep at it. I look forward to seeing you again. Take care. Bye-bye.